So guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. As I always advise you, this is Nyando Poultry Farm and my name is Paul. I normally help farmers to establish and run a successful poultry farm. We've been supplying you with day-old chicks for commercial layers. That one we are giving out at only 165 Kenya shillings. Then I'm also giving you the 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and that is of course the point of laying. And also we are giving you the day-old chicks for improved kienyeji. That is, I've measured in 3 breeds. I'm doing Kenbro, Saso, and I'm doing Kenbro, Saso, and broilers. As you see me here, I've just arrived to my client who just placed an order, and before placing an order we made sure that at least we did house construction before putting up the before we did the poultry, before we deliver the birds. So as you can see, we constructed this house. This house can accommodate up to 150 commercial layers, that is mature birds. And as you can see, where I'm standing, I'm just standing inside the house. So as you can see, we had the roofing, the iron sheets. So of course I'm going to give you a quotation of this structure. Then something very important, I want you to move close and see. Here we put the light iron sheet here, so that at least it provides the light inside this poultry house, because you realize that when you close this one fully with the iron sheets, this house again, it's going to be a bit darker. And remember, this one also provides some warmth. That is, it also allows some rays to penetrate the house, at least giving the birds vitamin D. Of course, now let us go and discuss about this poultry house. As you can see, after constructing a house, we also put the perches for the birds. You know that the perches, number one, they normally help your birds. Number one, to reduce on space. Then apart from reducing on space, most birds fear sitting on the wood shaving, so they fear sitting down. So since they fear sitting down, they will be perching here. After eating, after finishing their meal, they will be sitting here relaxing, and during that time when they are relaxing, that's now the point whereby you are going to provide greens for your birds. You can have the cabbages, or if not cabbage, you can also do the sukuma wiki. If not sukuma wiki, then you should be doing the purple leaves. Of course, I told you the purple leaves, apart from just being supplementing the feeds, it also helps to control coccidiosis, and of course it also helps your birds to gain more weight. Now when we move here, now these ones here, they are the feeders. We've just used the normal waste pipe to at least improvise on the feeders. You realize that nowadays feeders are very expensive, so you just need to improvise at least something that will make your farm not to go to a loss or to incur high expenses. Now here, this area, as you can see, the orientation of this house is from east to west. So meaning the shortest part of this house is this one, because the rains now normally come from this side going this side. So that's why we constructed this house with the orientation of east-west direction. Then, so meaning that now the part that is not facing rainfall, that is where we are going to put the ventilation. This one is a raised structure. Of course, I'll show you outside how we managed to raise it. But now, look at the distance from the floor to where ventilation starts. It's about 1 meter, because it's a raised floor. But if it could have not been a raised one, we could have done 2 meters. Now the rest of the place here is ventilation. So here now we try to figure out with the client and realize that this area is prone to thieves. So people normally come and steal chicken. For you to be safe and for you also to make sure that at least you are doing a project and you've secured your project, we are going to put the chicken wire inside. As you can see, it's tightly put the chicken wire. And then we also put the wire mesh outside. This wire mesh, it's now nailed on the square tubes. So as you can see, this house, the whole of the ventilation area is we've made with that square tube. So meaning this house is very much secure. Now from there, I just want to take you through the sawdust. Now these wood shavings, I normally get the difference. People telling me that I've bought sawdust put in my house. So this is not sawdust. Sawdust, if you compare sawdust with this one, these ones are the wood shavings. These ones are not sawdust. If you realize that the sawdust are very finer and the sawdust cannot, they are not good for your poultry house. But rather, these wood shavings, they are the best. If you are using sawdust in your farm, you might have, you might get prone to diseases like coryza, because now when that sawdust goes through the respiratory system of your birds, it now becomes a disease called coryza infection. And remember, it's also going to increase the rate of respiratory infections. Now here, as you can see, we've just but delivered these 100 birds. So these are about 4 months old. So before even we count them, I want us to see how prepared we are with these birds, or rather to receive these birds. So you realize that these feeders here, we want to put the feeds. And now that the chicken have traveled all the way from our farm to our client's site, number one, we'll now be forced to mix amylite for them. Amylite, remember that it's an anti-stressor. Anti-stress, this one just helps your birds to have more energy. So it's just like after running, you also need at least glucose to give you adequate and instant energy. The same way, if you are traveling with the birds, after all that pressure, after all that stress, after all that fatigue, when they are traveling, so when they reach, we normally mix the amylite and we give them so that they drink and restore their energy very fast. So now I just want you to come here with me so that at least we start counting these birds one by one to make sure that whatever the client requested is whatever we gave out. So I'll just count the first crate, and then after that you'll be able to see the whole video after now we've managed to count the whole of them. So let's just count and see. So hivi zinakuja ni tatu, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So now after counting the birds, we've counted, and as you can see, they have aligned themselves, at least taking their first meal to our client. So guys, if you are wondering where you are going to get our services, our number is 0791903717. Then also we help you get such secure structures. As I always advise you, don't invest your money where you know that you're not sure of the profit. Always when you invest with us, we are going to make sure that number one, you'll be able to make your birds grow almost 100%. And then number two, we are going to show you how you are going to make the profit. Then number three, we are going to show you how you are going to make your own feed so that you are saving on the cost of feeding. Then number three, we are now going to give you the good birds. As you can see, we've delivered these ones here. So guys, just continue following us on TikTok and continue subscribing to our YouTube channel, Nyando Poultry Bungoma, YouTube as Nyando Poultry Bungoma. And then we're also on X Space as Nyando Poultry Bungoma. So guys, bye bye. See me in my next video as I'm going to continue training you here and there about poultry.